So we are going in detail now. Suppose types of van der Waals forces. First one, I am talking with respect to strength also. First one is ion dipole. Means one you are having ion, another one you are having formation of the dipole molecule. Example is ion may be either cation or anion. See, cation means having positive charge, anion means having negative charge, right? And another one is dipole molecule, means the molecule will be having two poles, like HCl, already I have talked, HF, HBr, like this. So among these two electronegativity difference will be present, so that it withdraws the electrons, it will be getting the negative charge. If this gets negative charge, this one will be getting positive charge. And cation basically it will be having the charge. So what happens among these two, HCl, one gets negative and one other hydrogen gets positive. This positive is again attracted by the another ion, whatever which is very close to that positive charge. That force of attraction, whatever that is present between Cl minus as well as H plus, they develop some sort of force of attraction. That force of attraction, it is called as van der Waals force. Right, students? Suppose there will be generally question, you take a salt and you add in water. What happens? It gets dissolved in the water. And what type of the forces will be present there? So immediately whenever if you drop the salt into the water, it will be cleaved into Na plus as well as Cl minus ions. And Na plus, it is surrounded by the water molecules. Sodium plus is an ion. And water molecule, see, water molecule will be having like this. Among hydrogen and oxygen, this gets negative charge and this gets positive charge. And now among this hydrogen and oxygen, this gets positive charge, again oxygen gets negative charge. See, sodium is plus charge and oxygen is minus charge. There will be a force of attraction, whatever that will be developed. That is called as ion dipole interaction. Right? So among van der Waals forces, this ion dipole attraction will be the strongest force. More amount of energy is required to break the bond. Means that whatever the salt you are adding, it is more soluble in water. Right? And the next type of force, it is dipole. Means you will be getting two poles in one molecule and two poles in one more molecule. So what can we say? It's a polar molecule, another is polar molecule only. Suppose HCl, you are getting two poles. And here HCl, again you are getting two poles. Right? What happens? Plus minus in this it is common. Whatever the plus that has been developed on the hydrogen atom in this molecule, it gets attracted by the negative of chlorine atom in another molecule. This is another molecule and this one is another molecule. This H plus is attracted by the chlorine of another molecule. This force of attraction is called as, this entire is dipole and this is also dipole. So attraction between these two is called as dipole attractions. Means what happens? There will be some sort of force of attraction. Force only, no? Interaction means, if it is a solid, the force of attraction will be proportional to 1 by r cube. If the distance increases, what happens to the force? It generally decreases. It is 1 by r cube. Right? If the molecule is getting rotated, if the molecule is not static, if the molecule is static and it is solid, it is 1 by r cube. If the molecule is starting rotating, it is going on moving and rotating like the wheel. What happens? Then the force of attraction will be reduced still. That will be equal to 1 by r power 6. You just remember this. Afterwards we will be solving how we have got this all. Next it is ion induced dipole interactions. Ion means already you know, it can be either cation or anion. Induced means basically that molecule doesn't have any two charges. It is not a polar molecule, means it is non-polar molecule. Suppose here H2, O2, N2, these are all CCl4, BF3. Don't think these are things. If you learn this something like dipole moment, you will be clear with respect to this one why this is a non-polar molecule. So take up to here. So what happens? Now H2, O2 and N2. Suppose I am taking H2 and O2. See, among H and H there will be no electronegativity difference. What happens is, the bromine atom, you are talking ion, no? Whatever here negative is present, what it does, the electrons will be present in between the hydrogen, right? This negative will try to push these electrons towards the other hydrogen atom. Because this negative and this negative will repel with each other. If it is withdrawn towards the, or if due to repulsion the electrons are moving towards one hydrogen, the other hydrogen gets positive charge. If this gets positive charge, there will be attraction between these two. And this type of force of attraction is called as ion induced dipole interaction. Suppose if you go for one more ion, say O2. So what happens? This is plus charge. Whatever the electrons present between oxygen and oxygen atom will be withdrawn by sodium. So it attracts. So that what happens? These electrons move towards oxygen atom. It gets negative charge. So that the force of attraction developed here, it is this ion dipole interaction. Right, students?